What's going on everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to give you some tips on how to style polo necks. Welcome back to my channel everyone, I hope you guys are all well. My name's Dylan in case this is your first time visiting. And if this is your first time visiting, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. So in this video, I'm going to give you some tips and pointers on how to style polo neck t-shirts. Now what is a polo neck? It's basically what I'm wearing right here. It's something that you'll not really find in a lot of men's wardrobes, and I think that's a big no. Something that you really should be wearing because they are super stylish and they really can help to elevate your style. Polo necks tend to be associated with like golf and sports, and people tend to think of them being worn by older people. For me personally, I didn't wear polo necks for a very long time. I wore them a lot when I was young, then there was like a long period where I didn't wear them, and then this year I've really started to wear them a lot, and you'll probably notice that when you go into a lot of stores, they've come back in fashion in a big way. So I absolutely love polo necks for a couple of reasons. Firstly, because when you wear a t-shirt, it's quite basic and casual, and you can often switch out that t-shirt for a polo neck, and the polo neck just looks a lot sharper, it looks a lot smarter, so much more sophisticated, and it definitely looks a lot more stylish than like your bog standard t-shirt. So I'm going to give you guys some tips and things to look out for when it comes to styling polo shirts, so that you can get some in your wardrobe and you can improve your style by incorporating polo necks. So the first thing I'm going to talk about when it comes to polo necks is the fit. So when it comes to the fit of polo necks, it's generally quite a well-fitted piece of clothing. You're not going to get like oversized polo necks or baggy polo necks like you do with t-shirts. They generally need to be fitted quite well on your chest and your arms. In terms of the length of the sleeve, you want it to come about halfway down your bicep, and you can generally have it a lot tighter on the upper body and then sometimes have it like tapering out towards the waist. Generally it's going to fit really well and you don't want it to be baggy. The next thing to look out for is in traditional polo necks you'd often get buttons, but on new ones you can get zips as well, such as I have here. With the buttons, generally do one button up or more, you can do all of them up. With the zip as well, can leave all the zip open, but generally leave it like halfway or all the way up. I think when you do it all the way up, it looks a lot smarter and a lot more preppy. But if you did want it a little bit more casual and laid back, then you could do like leave a couple of buttons open or leave the zip half undone. The other thing to look for is material. So generally most polo shirts will come in a cotton material, which personally I think is great because the cotton material is stretchy, it's really comfortable, and it just allows you to be able to move in different directions without feeling too restricted. And you can also get long sleeve and short sleeve polo necks. Some people aren't a fan of long sleeve polo necks, but I personally do really like them. So you can wear them in like winter as well when it gets a bit cooler, or autumn. You can go for a long polo neck. It looks really smart, and like if you're working in the office or something, it's generally a really nice thing to go to. So here are some things not to do when you're wearing a polo neck. Firstly, pop the collar. Back in the days, people used to think it was cool to like put your collars up on your polo shirt. It's really just not a cool thing to do. So if you are going to wear a polo shirt, leave the collars down, don't pop your collars, because let's be honest, you're not Elvis Presley, it's not going to look that great. The second thing to stay clear of is don't layer anything underneath your polo shirt. So a polo shirt is meant to be worn like this, not with anything underneath. So don't layer like a long sleeve top and then put a polo on top. That's just not a good look, and it's a really actually massive fashion sin. So make sure you're not doing that. If you are feeling cold and you do want to layer up, layer on top of the polo, not underneath. So like put a coat on, don't put like a long sleeve tee under your polo, because it's really just not a good look at all. The next thing to stay clear of on polo shirts is anything bold. So like you don't want bold logos or bold prints on your polo shirt, because most of the time it's not going to look good. Keep them simple, sophisticated. A small logo like you get with Ralph Lauren or Lacoste, like those small logos are fine, they look cool, but you don't want like a massive logo across here or something that's gonna just take away from the polo, because the whole point of the polo is meant to look classy and sophisticated, and you don't want to ruin it with big, bold logos. So a few things to look out for which are good when it comes to polo necks are, firstly, you can get buttons or zips, either one is fine. The next thing to keep in mind is build a collection of some basic colours. So there are some basic colours which look good in polo necks. So I'd say a grey colour such as this, very universal, very stylish. And then you can go for your black, your navy. Those three colours are generally really good colours to have because they're universal. They'll match with a lot of different things in your wardrobe. And then once you have those solid polo necks in those colours, if you did want to expand and get some brighter colours and experiment a bit more, then do that after you've got the solid base first. So the next thing to talk about when it comes to wearing a polo neck is that you can wear it tucked in or you can leave it untucked. Either way looks good. Just make sure that if you do wear it untucked, that the polo neck is not too long, because you don't want it to be going down to your knees or like your mid thighs. You want the length of the polo neck to be good it should sit how your t-shirt sits, maybe a little bit higher, so like maybe at the top of your thighs. And if you are going to wear it untucked, make sure it's not super long. If you are going to tuck it in, that's perfectly fine as well, and it will look really stylish. But just make sure if you do tuck it in that you're wearing quite a smart outfit. You don't want to tuck your polo in and you've got some really casual jeans, because most of the time it's not going to look great. So when it comes to styling the polo neck, it is super versatile. You can wear a polo neck at the beach with swim shorts, with really relaxed shorts at the beach for a nice beach day outfit, but then you can also switch it up and wear it super smart with like a suit or a blazer, and it's going to look so good. This is one of the reasons why polo necks are so good, because they're very versatile. So if you are going to go for a beach day, you want a more relaxed look, you might have some brighter coloured polo necks. You might rock it with some swim shorts or even some nice chino shorts. Another great way that I like to style polo necks is to wear them tucked in with some trousers or chinos. So if you have some smarter trousers or smart chinos in like a navy, beige, black, grey colour, you can rock a polo neck with it. It's going to look smart, sophisticated. And if you tuck your polo neck in as well, it's going to just help it look even smarter. But you can also wear them with jeans. So if you did want to dress down a polo neck and you have a blue pair of jeans or a black pair of jeans, you can leave the polo neck untucked, wear it with your blue jeans, your black jeans, and it's going to be a lot more of a relaxed fit. But at the same time, it's still going to look really stylish. And then the last way, which is also a great way to wear a polo neck, but it's probably not something you're going to do a lot, is you can rock them with blazers or suits. So you can have a polo neck underneath your blazer, underneath your suit, and it's just an alternative to wearing a shirt or a t-shirt. It just looks a little bit smarter and a bit different to what you'd normally wear. So that's all from this video. I hope I've given you guys some really good tips on how to style polo necks. I don't see a lot of guys wearing polo necks, even though they are really big in fashion right now and they're really on trend. Hopefully this video has given you guys some confidence and some tips to get some polo necks in your wardrobe, because trust me, they are really stylish and they will help you to elevate your style really easily. If you haven't already, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You can also catch me on all other social media platforms at Style by Dylan, like Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, and I also have a blog at www.stylebydylan.com. But until next week, that's all from this video. Peace!